Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to land on a remarkable island. The scenery is spectacular. Miles of mountains that run right along the seacoast, and coral reefs that will just take your breath away.
You forgot your tank!
The people practice great hospitality. To foreigners, they will always be kind. Anyway, we'd like to thank you for taking China Airlines, and we hope you enjoy your trip here.
In the National Palace Museum, you can see Chinese antiques, such as this painting called Along the River During the Qingming Festival, and this piece of jadeite called the jadeite cabbage. In your hotel room, you can watch CTS, Chinese television system. Flick through your passport with a new stamp on it. Alas, you're in the Republic of China. Wait, China? No! I booked a flight to Taiwan! Calm down, my friend. If you're fooled by this facade of a name, you will not pass your Asian history class. So what is this place's true identity? Taiwan? China? What's your deal? Let's draw the curtains. Guys, that's such a bad pun. Taiwan, an island in the West Pacific Ocean. Culturally speaking, it has been influenced by many different people. Being an island, the only way to come here used to be by sea. And that's indeed how many people came here. The Dutch, the Spanish, the Portuguese, several European countries either passed by or colonized Taiwan before. Who did they colonize? Well, of course, Taiwan has its own indigenous peoples. Taiwanese Aborigines are the Austronesian peoples, sharing the same roots with Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Polynesia. So European, Austronesian, Taiwan's culture is a mixture of these two? Well, not quite. Apart from the Aboriginal and colonial peeps, the Han Chinese who lived along the southeastern seacoast of China, that's the Hokkien and Cantonese people, also brought along their own cultures. So the language Taiwanese is actually a variant of southeastern Ming Chinese dialects. Of course, in 1949, when the KMT government came to Taiwan, they also brought along Han Chinese people from other provinces. There was also a time when Taiwan was ruled by Japan, and that's when Japanese culture flew in, along with the westernized education system. This era lasted for half a century. To this day, some of our grandpops and grannies can still speak Japanese. In recent years, immigrants from Southeast Asia have reached a total of 700,000 people. That's 1 out of every 33 people in Taiwan. Needless to say, their culture has also become an indivisible part of Taiwan. As you can probably tell now, Taiwanese culture is actually a big fusion of multiple diverse cultures. It's not hard to imagine, people in Taiwan are pretty used to respecting and accepting other cultures. Buddhism? Here are your temples. Islam? Assalamu alaikum. Christianity? Hallelujah! Be it folk belief or ancestral worship, any kind of religion and faith is welcome in Taiwan. What about sex and gender? You got it! Taiwan has just made same-sex marriage legal, becoming one of the few countries with same-sex marriage in Asia. This high degree of freedom has also extended into other rights. Freedom of the press, freedom of speech, and of course, the right to vote. In 1996, Taiwan held its first presidential election and became the first democratic country in Han Chinese. Although Taiwan's democracy has only a short history of 20 to 30 years, we now all take it for granted. We can talk about politics all day long and protest on the streets to fight for our own rights. Okay, so history, religion, politics. What else is special about Taiwan? Taiwan is also rich in arts, from street dance to the Cloud Gate Dance Theater, which combines modern dance with Oriental Soma aesthetics. From traditional stone, wood, and pottery sculptures in the temples to the modern bronze and steel sculptures of Zhuming. From temple performances to please the gods to Peely's glove puppetry on TV. From sophisticated and delicate tea ceremonies to the easily accessible handmade tea. Taiwan's high level of liberty has also enabled it to combine different elements, be it traditional, modern, foreign, or local, into brand new forms of art. Chinese thickened meat soup with Western fried chicken? Tastes like modern art. So what is Taiwan really like? Taiwan is a small island, but has all kinds of breathtaking natural sceneries. We have 268 mountains higher than 3 kilometers. Taiwan is a free country, home to 23 million free spirits. But I guess more importantly, Taiwan is a friendly and kind place. This is kind of hard to present, but let's hear some numbers. According to the WHO, Taiwan was the top 1 blood donor in 2015, donating 30% more than the runner-up. Speaking of donations, Taiwan donated more money to Japan after the Great Tohoku earthquake in 2011 than any other country or region in the world. How about that for being kind? Alrighty, after all that talk, you must have a basic understanding of Taiwan, don't you? No, you don't! You have to actually be here to understand! Understand? There's so much more to discover if you come. So why don't you mark your calendars and grab that ticket and come see Taiwan for yourself?